Hey gang, Jethro Bodine here. Actually, it's Mark Pruitt. Yes, the Pruitt of Roberts and Pruitt. Very proud of that association, actually. Many of y'all have seen our podcast. I love Travis. He's more than a brother to me. But I'm very, very, very proud of our show and that association. I don't know why I got off on all that. But it's Mark Pruitt, a.k.a. Jethro Bodine. Listen, it's coming up on Mother's Day weekend. And, it kind of dawned on me, there are probably others, like myself, who never had a normal relationship with their mother, for whatever reason. Lots of different reasons for that. Some folks, unfortunately, maybe lost their mother to some sort of circumstance which caused their mother to pass away early on, or who knows, could have been a divorce. There's lots of different reasons, all of them unfortunate. And I'm sure the Mother's Day weekend and that time is probably something that's a very bittersweet time for you. And my heart goes out to you. That's got to be tough. There's others who maybe their mother didn't pass away or was always in their life, but maybe wasn't quite the best relationship and maybe didn't have the best in outcomes. So, before I get into these thoughts, let me just first of all say, I am a very big proponent in the biblical understanding of honor your father and mother. And I not only believe that, but I embrace that. And I think all of us should heed that advice, like other things that are in the Bible. I also understand that everybody has a very unique situation, very unique home life. There's no relationship that isn't unique, whether it's between brother and sister, brother, sister, mother, father, mother. We live in a fallen world. We're all human beings, which means every single one of us, yes, all of us, our hearts are evil. We are fallen beings. We have fallen short. It's important that I lay that foundation first, because I think those of us maybe who for any number of reasons, did not have the closest relationship with their mother. I think we need to be careful. I think we should be cautious about piling on. I know in my case, my mother and I did not have a good relationship. My mother had a lot of issues. A lot of that could have been brought on by, she was raised in a very difficult situation, violent, alcoholic father. I don't even begin to know everything. That does not excuse her for what she did, how she acted as a wife and a mother. There's no excuse. I mean, there are people that are raised in very difficult situations. There are people that were raised in worse situations than she was raised in that did not let that continue through the generations. So I'm not making excuses. At the same time, I'm not piling on. She's my mother. So there's a lot of forgiveness involved. I was not the perfect son by any stretch. I did not have any sort of a relationship with my mother that societally you would think as being at least normal, with the understanding that nobody's perfect. Every mother, every father, every son, has made mistakes and not been perfect and had their flat spots, and some are better than others. And you know what? If you had a great mother, I really hope this weekend you do something really special for her. Because I am telling you, not having the best relationship with your mother, it's not positive. Can I glean anything from it? Can I learn anything from it? Was my mother 100% bad? No, she wasn't. There are things that, I learned from her. There's things that she inspired me to do that I am grateful. I am thankful. There's a lot of other stuff that, really wasn't that good. And that's okay. That's okay. I have forgiven her. This video is not about getting back at my mother. Don't think about it. It's just not something, and don't feel sorry for me. I am good. Trust me. I'm good. I really, really am. There was a time where I had to deal with some things and get over some things and deal with, yes, but that's okay. We all have our crosses to bear. I simply wanted to do this to reach out to folks maybe that are not as far along on this journey. Maybe you're a lot younger. Maybe you're similar to me and, maybe in your 20s or 30s and you had a very difficult time at home. And, a relationship between a mother and a son is very special. Any of y'all that have ever, spent any time following me or my social media posts, y'all know I'm very sure of myself on this. Because it is a fact, biologically, biblically, it is a fact. Mothers cannot raise men. That's an impossibility. Only men can raise men. And I'm not going to argue about that. I'm not going to apologize for that. That is a fact. Like I said, it's biological, it's biblical. That is a fact. With that being said, the relationship between a son and a mother is extremely important. It's not about the mother making the son a man. It has nothing to do with that. There are other very, very important components that the mother is just intrinsically vital for her son. And it's not to make him a sweet boy either. We'll get into some of that later. Let's just, for today's presentation, understand that a mother and a son have a very special bond. And it is important. It is vital. A man can raise a man without a mother. But I will tell you this. There will be things that have to be overcome that are going to be difficult. The mother plays an integral part in the raising of a man. So, for those of you that didn't have a good relationship with your mother for whatever reason, and Mother's Day is coming up, and you haven't dealt with it yet, maybe you don't know how to deal with it, and who knows what your circumstances are. Perhaps they're way worse than mine, and believe me, I know, even though I didn't have the best relationship with my mother, and I'm sure I could tell some stories that some of you would go, oh my gosh. Others of you would laugh and go, really? That's it? So I get it. And I'm not making this to try to make it sound like I just had the worst mother ever, because I'm not saying that. And if I was, it wouldn't be true. We've all had different levels of pain and anguish and disappointment. So all I would tell you is this. If there is a way for you to reconcile with your mother, if I've heard of situations where mothers later on have become aware and have taken responsibility and have really, really desired to reconnect with their kids and do everything they can to mend the relationship, to apologize, to in some way or another reconstruct and try to build something, even in the later years, where there could be some closure and there could be some healing, and I think that's fantastic. And I think you need to pursue that first and see if that's a possibility. It is what it is. And if there is no reconciliation in the relationship you have with your mother, then the best thing to do is, listen, I'm talking to guys now, okay? I don't know what it's like between a mother and a daughter. That is something complete. I can't relate to that. I'm not saying it's not as valuable. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I'm not a chick, so I don't know. I feel bad, but I can't address it. So this is for the guys. If you find yourself later in life and maybe you've come to the realization that maybe you weren't raised in a masculine environment, maybe you didn't have a father that raised you like a man, maybe there's just all kinds of different things going on. I will tell you this: to handle this like a real man, I'm going to give you some really good advice. Number one, get over it. Okay? Ladies, if you need to turn this off, and you probably do, because you're just not going to get this. This is a guy thing. So this is between me and the guys. Hey, buddy, I'm just, for what it's worth, whatever she did, get over it. Get on with it. I wouldn't spend any time. I think it's a mistake if you try to do anything to get back at her. I really do. I think revenge, and I don't care what she did. I'm just telling you, any hate, animosity, revenge, any of those types of things, very, very damaging to you. That is only going to hurt you. Get over it. Just get over it. I know it's easier said than done, but in all seriousness, if you're going to be a man, look, life's a bitch, life's tough. You're going to have hard things to deal with. Deal with it. Read some good books. Somebody say, well, go to counseling, get your therapy. I would really advise against therapy. I think therapy is one of the most dangerous things you could participate in. There may be some rare cases of some psychological issues and with certain particular things where maybe therapy may be helpful, but I think in 99% of the cases where people seek therapists and therapy, the therapy does more damage long term than it does good. I don't think therapy is something that you need. I think what you need is to just freaking deal with it, get over it, move on, get busy. Why are you alive? What is your purpose? I think, and I'm guilty of this, I fell into this trap. I know where this comes from. If you're spending a lot of time feeling self-pity and, gosh, you just don't understand some of the horrible things my mother did. I get it. Maybe not as bad as you had it. I don't know your story. But that's irrelevant. To be honest with you, it's irrelevant. You need to suck it up. You need to get serious about your life, wherever you're at. What is your freaking purpose? What drives you? Get freaking busy. Get good. Become a better person. You don't necessarily need to in your life. You don't. Now, depending on what happened. If you simply got in an argument a long time ago over a girlfriend and that's what... Please. I'm talking about abuse. If your mother hasn't really, really, really repented and made an effort at, and I'm not talk about holding grudges. I hope you know what I'm saying here. You don't owe her anything, but don't badmouth her. Don't hold a grudge. Don't hate her. Forgive her. Try to love her in whatever way you can from a distance. That's okay. That's okay. So anyway, for whatever it's worth, I know this went on for a while. This definitely isn't for everybody. This is for a very few. Hell, I don't even know if this will even get in the hands of anybody that actually even needs it. But I just thought maybe there was. If there was just one guy that's in that place in life and they're just kind of, God, man, it kind of sucks, I don't have a mom to, if that's you, then I hope it's helped. Let me know if it has. Join us on Fridays at 11 a.m. Central Time, the Defiance Daily Show with my partner, Travis Roberts. It's Roberts and Pruitt on the Defiance Daily Show, live on Rumble, Fridays at 11 a.m. Central Time. We have a lot of fun. We talk a lot about different things, and we'd love for you to join us. Tell your friends about us, and if this has helped, hey, let me know. Really, seriously, let me know if this has made an impact for you. I'd like to know. Anyway, this is Pruitt signing off. Have a great day.